Yeah, Baba, it's neat.
Hello, Timoframe Moyote, mi hemi yake moframe moyo jugba dienche. Engona wa akemene wana beni wabasa wabagbasane ekon temo beni nkobo dane gandangwe no ya ewo ji noni wofio wonife mone wabe party A ni wabe party B waba moko hie shishuemo ni waba moko nifite mo waba ni waba push moko agenda waba ni waba elevate moko against somebody else mofe moni oyena kan yito yeleke ni fe mo ne ye mi kpabo fai ye ishiba mi je na kan ji wosusu mo ni wakafi oni ye bomoden ni oje na kan yito ye odwemmo mi ke osusu mo mi ni okwa ni fe mo ne ake eji means ko ni wonsu mo ni wa yusu ni wo fe ni wo complain no ake gandangbe boni wata wo na eji na kan ni bi ni wata wo ni gandangbe afie efe na kan ye no na mismoni ye ishiba mi onna neke ni fe mo ne ake no ni blofo ba ake it's an avenue, it's a conduit wo fe wo sentiments ni wo show ye gandang me ye boni afe ni lumwe ke onukpa ni nye wo hie wo cheme ka wonyeme ni amenye wo hie na amedumo wona amena the way ni wo mambie wo filo shi ye woni fe mo mi wanye moko se ni wo fite moko ni ko subscribe go min kpabo fai bo modern ni o subscribe ba ngon na akeke video ne ko jago video ko kla video ne bo modern ni oja ni oken ha me ni ameba fita woni fe mo ne hi ko ni eya no ne da ni tumo be ni ko he bi e da ne keje ngbasane ko e bi e ntade sanko ye bi e yeye mo ko e bi ni bo ye bo susu mo mi e no ni ndomo alo yeye mo ni yeye je na kan ni toto mo ye ni oba sumo ake oba jaje wototo mo no ke ni chomo ni ekole inle aba magmebogbe iyanye a whole lot of examples before ba ake ko send me audio ko send me video ko or send me any evidence ko contrary to what I have, what I know. I will give you the platform if need be. Koni body enche oba bla mi ni chomo ni o feel akashi woni ne shako no ni wo fe woni ni ahye no wo ba ni fitemo ye bi da bi wo ba ni wo ba agwa ni gandangbe ekọ emamako pa na ebu mene juno ni nkabo ba yue #I speak gang #I speak Dangbe all across the social media platforms say min kpabo fire ishiba min ke ko ke moko nasane gba ye jeme bomode ni okele ana ani nakan ni enyi se ko ni mo na ele ake olile no yu enwo na ke gan oyu onjo Dangbe oyu ojo ni mo anani ele ake enwo na nye esani ma fe ne video nation na ma fe nye wo che ko meni yo bi mami chon se ni wo ya wale yala fe mo no wonye inye ma fe video ne she ngona umpo akenye inye ma fe video ne in a video concluding ba chobo kije ba kwa the last time I was very very distraught about noni te no Ngleshie ni oblanu twa niji sengulomo atwaletun ne gbo ayite konko ji egbe numo ayite konko I don't know if I'm saying it right but nke egbe ba ha bo correctly bi amike nche wojinkomeni mani wabotemi mene ni ole tomoboni ye ona noni wata bi da na ni wobolo noni wata bi da na ni wobolo ni efio me kome ake wachomo gbeke bi ni taflache wabu mo gbeke bi ni wo ke wo bibi ni wo ba ye onupa asande gbeke bi ni wo ke magian chama asande ni me me ni me dalafe wo sumo ni ameyu wo ke wo ke wo ba yue si anyeme na sumo ye Kristo mi na kanjibo ni wo yu ole ye so mo hia no ni wo yu oda ni benyena oblanu no omfoni no na atwe ichotun egbo because onukpa ikome ye anukwale onukpa ikome mfe kutumpo onukpa ikome le eni sani e kanoni ameke ngejeme mogobinu eyanyakebi edumoshi kia what is right bemefonji etwe ichotun amegbele egbo mene no ninkabo ba yue before ni maya no min kpabo fai wa school project Osofowo Memorial Preparatory School. In Kebwake, no if mo ne fi okay na school ni lay the foundation for my education. G Osofowo Memorial Preparatory School. Min kpabo fai one town ni wa school she come ehin kla boni ni bi komeyo ejeme ebeyin me no ke nkwa infoni ngie alo infoni ngie ni ona ye screen no ni efe tomo kaje biami ni minshi school afeko no kokula school ona boni ncho infrastructure ni no mi ni minte school ye jeme na ka infrastructure efe worse no ni ngabo yo inshineke school ne 29 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, 29 years ago, so I can tell you from the pictures, I know, 29 years ago, Nishi school, Bonnie school, yo, Nakainoi. 28 years ago, I believe, yeah. In she school, 28 years ago. Bonnie, your infrastructure, near your Nakainoi, Chakiko. On a boni chon ni kwa conditions ni bege bi akase oni ye mi beyin me no kula ni minda mo fe mo shini contribute do mi pa bo fa kaji o kwa mi ni ke ni fe mo ne ngo na fe ko no yo no ko ba wa mi o fa ne na ma ni ona ye screen there no we bo modern we raise about 6,000 Ghana cedis we ba need the p de nche 6,000 ele be nyele Ghana e share no ko kula I'm sure nka I work on budget ni oba wo ba na no ni poten wo ba nyi wo fe ke shika abo ni wo ba need but so far we raise about 6,000 every week. Ma chombo shika aboni we raise no money ona ye screen no MTN momo no money ye shiba mi fe ko no yo mi kpabo fai bo modeni owa mi ni wokwe akemi ni no ba nye wo fe ye school ne next year oba yo su African club oba ya la wo ba to na hu ka ya dan ke wo ku wo se wo ba eko nye a wo boti ami to mo beni nkobo ni once again ini fe mo ne iba mo ko yin ahihwe mo mina ye gete wonyemi yo Mankathi ni wo fe the voice of the people you no ko yemi ake pa mi fa me politics bi en shishi ame ni injeneke ni fe mo na shishi you news ni ya no Ghana come on ko ten channel shishi no clicking channel ke okwe in description in can channel back giving you the news and updates from around the world, from Ghana and around the world in the Ga language interlaced with English. Mean paraphrase dito boy. There is nothing about Gandangbe Sanjin in description in can channel no. It was not the intent. It was in can why if I can look I know how to do this thing. Me kwa me come online. I mean, fendi bi come ni ken kwa me get me. No, what are you people doing? In can na bu ni e fatalo push me. In ko nya ke ni bi e pi no na na fe le ke ska. Le Jamie he. Director le ni bi ni na na fe le push me. Ne kai ma ka papa ken na bo no yue no ko ne ko no fe ko en ka bo ba wo bi. E jele awo nshishi. Ni babo eni fe mo na fe mo injenshi ke gamanye Sunday na kan time ni biami ni gamanye yala Sunday ba no se cop o kwencha ne politics is Sunday so ife nle no ni ba ni mbabo eni ke gbechon gbenu ni nyana ni neke ni no chon ita shiken ito akemi gbele channel ni nke ba fe na kan ni bi ni ma nkeke ole mi ojogban mi so mo tumi nkwakwa eji mi Kusumi majia chema Sunday can it be me iye be me ile no na ni tabia ni you ofen ni mbo ne can it be ne femo ni mbo nkasemo so mo chumi nkwakwa eji mi lebi shone gbe ka ba na mi so mo chumi iye kusumi sane iye majia chema Sunday ni mbo ne can it be ne femo ni mbo nkasemo based on ekole wolo ko ni minta o makane video ko ni minta o ni afi video ko ni makwa because minta ma you no ko ye no ani mbo ne can it be ne fe kasemo itashi ni mababi ake ma wo mancheko ni makpaten ye alo wo ma wo mancheko ni ma elevate le itabi ake ma wo we kunyo ko alo asafo anye ko awo alo wulomoko ni ma you sane 3D eke wulomoko that was not the intent. What are some of the headlines trendy here? The whole of Ghana. Mama Tashi, my face show ye gummy. because Gan channel ko efe ne ken ko ye where Gan channels be YouTube she I may editorialize it on boni inferior. So the whole purpose of this channel was to do that. News ne make headlines ye Ghana. Mi mama fe gamini nye me gameu asopporti. Ne acho ne te ni nane. Nini wabwe yue mo ne ni me ko me penti wake wa fe gbe me gboyin. Ni waka won ye sanji ne sa na ayo. Waka wana abu wo ni bia mi ne sa ni waka wana abu wo. Menye na. No aya gbe mo ko yi. Ashile. Engaka bi atwa me atwa ngokranfo okranfo atwa bi bege bi na me beche because e du mo shifo ni papa ni ole e blame me moko Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, they are responsible for every term oil ni ya no gandang shikoji ano. They are responsible for the term oil ni ya no gandang shikoji ano. Every single turmoil, no, blame the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. And I will tell you why. Because ke institution jibo, ni afambo, ni of okwe majia chema sanjin, ni oye, ni oka nukole afoshin, ni o chuna ka enokwe, no niete no mene Ngleshie eyano. They've become a bunch of cabal. They become a bunch of mobsters and gangsters in the because when we go, and this man was fighting for the right thing. If you go into the details of the story, he was fighting for the right thing, about the wrong side of the issue. In my opinion, he is on the right side of the issue. Because the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, they've all been politicized. I'm a tirajeme na me way politics atale na me ye anukwale na me ye kutumpa ni ame male ni agbegbe me na chwa me ma tui abomobomo ma klante ke jamashi ke agbe adan aje anukwale. The very core mandate, the very core purpose they want to establish I may deviate from them. God me a bunch of mobsters. Respectfully, ncheme. Nke mobi egbo mokoche egbo mokowu egbo. Because you guys failed to do the right thing. And I will prove it why I said you failed to do the right thing. I will go into the constitution establishing a portion. And the constitution establishing and the truly constitution. Hello. Agbemo. No anya me ni ke ni tete. Bege nu na lele ne ba ni tombe na kan ni tete. Nye few shows ye Facebook ni nye yo na kan ni tete be nyena mo ne gbona nye fe la ejole nye pampan ejole nye pampan because ni sumu anu kwale yi nye me ni nye ko na kan ni tete na ba na ewe ni bi ne sa na yo ni bi nke nye fe mo ne gbona ela jole nye pampan. You lots, your hands are soiled with his blood. Your hands are soiled with his blood. Look, I am not a repository of knowledge. I don't know it all. I don't understand it all. I have never claimed I know it all. I have never claimed I understand it all. That is why in my baby, I can't and I've proven it to you. Asama manche melegbe ebaywe ni odawulu melegbe ebaywe numo yankose they send me audios document nke chombo ntra audio self in chombo unedited film okose imba ni fitemo. No, I cannot expect obo. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. Then I'm doing something wrong. That is the way I see it. I expect people to disagree with me. I expect people to point out my flaws. I expect people to point out my wrongdoings. If everybody agrees with me, it means I'm doing something wrong. Because I can go Balenci Association, and all you guys do is just say that Balenci from the Balenci, from Balenci, in Kakbe Mokobi, because you sumo anukwale, nye yue anukwale, Mokobi ekbo. Mokobi ekbo. Begebi ne namo ba kwa me. Begebi ene shie namo ba kwa me. No, because he was fighting for what is right. I said this man, he was not on the wrong side of the issue. He was on the right side of the issue. Because someone has an insatiable quest for power. By force. Just by way of background. Sami Holy Ghost. If a video, a blood no name. I accept it. It comes with the job. I don't care. Like I know Sami Holy Ghost in Feno Gwen ya, and you tell me, in case Sami Holy Ghost square. No more boy. No more Sami Holy Ghost. No more. Mba sholebo ametia me pi ya Ghana ka me na bo nke ka me gani awo ni ani mi abo pondo ya me kwa awo mi abo no gbo ame sumu anu kwale no yu anu kwale no yu anu kwale ametia me pi ame nyobo na me chombo si ye wa opleje nyumo ni yo nwe ba momi mitomo beni Bible eke nothing shall by any means hurt you. Sami Holy Ghost can wafe wanu press conferences can even have one na attack something is going to happen. Something is about to happen. And yet the regional house of chiefs, they went ahead. A bunch of hypocrites. They don't tell the truth. But Sami Holy Ghost to it. Komi channel.
Ago chemenge nyemenge maji chemefe ni dumoshi African traditional council ga woman chemefe ni ogamashi chemenge nyeme kenye ba na video infoni ne nye ba na infoni ni your video yemo na mi nye fa na shibalwa nege picture ni ni na yemo infoni ne mi eji Ngleshie Alata wancha yeli musa ni mene ekela jego te baga ni chemenge nyeme Gan traditional council ni gan ni CP ni akamaje ni gbese ni otublo ni asene keji ni wo no ba do moshi ni ba kwe ni ba mo ni gela na wole bo ni gela na ba chu won ni ba shashan me akemi Sami Holy Ghost isusu mu ga ito ja ke shi ajo ni mla kwe ni no ya ga sole mo ba gan ni wo ke na ni bi okun ni egbon na isu ni ge na wo won na fi na kwe na ajaje picture phone ni na ejo leje ni ame pele Ngleshie mancha Alata yeli moyi mukobe ka atu ni mukobe ka atu mukobe ni mukobe ka ga sane te court mukobe ka ye kuni mene echo manso ya Ngleshie Alata meke la jego to eba na nya na wo chemege nyeme won panye fai wo panye bele fai won panye wala fai won panye no ya fai ni eni te kan akemje kemo kobe yo ani mambi anali ni mukobe na unje le yo ani mambi ali bona fe ne ga tonjo le ga no ya ga sole mo aba Ngleshie shi Ngleshie yin bi mo mi ga checho ni ka ga na sigbe mu egbe o mambi e fi han si e ja ga no ya dinu ni wo pa agba ma sole mo dinu ni wo pa agba ma ni wo gbo mo chomi wale mi aya ni mo je cheme ni tala ga traditional council ni e fi ni la aje ye ni ko ni gbe kenu ni ga tonjo la aba e ja ke menu ni a pele mo Ngleshie Alata ni be ko le o Accusation lo le atu ye ni bi kete igete geba wo sumu na ga no ko baba no Ngleshie e jaga munya gba ni di Ngleshie keji basa di fe mo aba Ngleshie nigga lati show mo ga yin pata mo baba Ngleshie gbe jinu na gbo le hie Ngleshie gbe jinu na wo le muji Ngleshie gbe jinu na fiti ole wo mi pa fa grand traditional council mi pa gan manche ni sepe ni gbese ni akamaje ni otublo ni asene cheme ga nyeme mi pa ye fa nyi mo nigga la ne na o shi wo bi ni akutu mama ifa wo na bi ni akutu mama ifa wo be go ya ganjiye na fo ye ni ganjiye ni wo yo ye ka gba to ni me ba na ma ni e mi cho ye mi pa je fa ni ke ni cheme ni mo na o ni Ngleshie gbe papa e mo shi ne ge ro ya ba ni ge to ma ga ba ni ko shole mo ke development aba Ngleshie ge mo ga mo e fe ge dang le fe ni ge no pa ba cheme e ne dino ni bi o ge jo ni de ni mo ni ge la ne na e go ba sha Ngleshie bi ti bi ni yo Ngleshie am ifa ni twa no ma ni ju ba
right over ne be okwe yemo mfoni e Some Holy Ghost, a fair video a couple of months ago. I had wanted to do Ngleshie video. Yeah, but for some reason, I have not been able to touch it on a burning chon. Because enemy town ni ma no ni poten ni ma domo ni ma yue because can batabie is mo ni ma present but with the facts. Devoid of sentiments and emotions on a burning show. So for a while now, I've been working on it. I was actually trying to get in touch with somebody. Ni ma interview le ni ekblani bi am yodogba. Because in quite a few people Ngleshie ni they know some of these things on a burning show. I had relationships with them come biamini yoga. In the mean try all this while in ye miko ni inkelegba sande ni ebasumone you. But I wanted to hear from another side too. Okay, in the way ni ma paint a picture ma habo jogba. No family Sami Holy Ghost real mi akeka kwa na ba mu na no ko baba no ko eba. And like I'm saying, me care back look, the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, they are responsible for every turmoil ni ya no ye gadangbe shiponjiano. They are responsible. How long? Me Ngleshie bi asanene akanja me for how many years? Me akanja me ni keji amechu no ni esani amechu ni amechu le ojogban mo femo enu eshishi. Mo femo enu eshishi. Mo femo eni sani eka. Shi sani yafi baba o ya jeme ni amachu ni ewe amechu lojugba ni mo prove ma bu no woni nkan obu ake amechu lojugba nka ame constitution no ba no le ake nke amechu le ojugba Ngleshie ingwe kunme ko kwa mama se kan papa se ko clear je Ngleshie nke constitution of the 1992 constitution of the Republic of Ghana no jinoni mani ono leake mani ono leake nke amechu ni ojogba amenuni amefe jeme eja babale ni yo nyanyina mi leji ni hauma kojo the third monibu manche faiye leji Dr. Prince Ashaku Bruce ni how we continue to do this to ourselves as a people. If you are minakbe woye me onukpa ilumo na menye woye ni ameye anukwali kutumpo kabla ne wani wakpese gandang baby now Dr. Bruce ne mone wo manche faiye ne bu manche faiye. He's all bent on becoming the king of Ngleshie Alata by force. Ni shienyo ni woman eja Ngleshie mo ne shienyo ni woman che eja me na kan shienyo onwe ametemoko nominate kole no ne woni nkobu akeshi no ne woni nkobu ake Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs amechu ni chumo papa ma prove him abo ni obaye manche by force ni mambi ke wekume alo wekume na jiomi na yo manche fe amefa men ke ebu aka wata obo Nika Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs in Chua me ni chume ojogba ame ba na ameli ake weku ne sani nominate ni aveti ni I approve money ba ye manche weku enyo feke le eje na ka eje Ngleshie mo ne magbla mi mabu shi mo one nominate kule granted iso say ko make me ake ba go back na lo emokoje ne ke shie enyo na mi bona boni nchon si ke ona je eko na yo manche je me onyo fo e manche by force onye olo me kome ye weku emi no ni by force onu pa kome no bribe am ni by force na fable manche by force weku must come together and agree on your nomination and your selection. You cannot select a few people. Now me ba shika. Now me ba fe no nesa. Onu mishishi. The very family me ne ka e represent ame. Ame ka market Dabi. What okole? What nominate kule? What kole wo manche? Then I ask why? Onukpa enyo etekome ya eshika. Onukpa enyo etekome ya eshika. Ni amenfe no nesa. Shika ni onukpa ni ya eshika benyeye. Oblanu ene egbo ela ejole nye pampang. Oblanu ene egbo ela ejole nye pampang. Anye lashika nyenye. Nyenye lashika nyenye. Si no fe no ni le yenjele mi bi bione ni ntabi energy ake moko ye la shika ni ejole moko kwa be na yo la shika ni ejole ni ole. You can tell okay this was going to happen. Everything ni eteno keje somewhere June July Ngleshie ka o follow it. You can clearly see okay, at some point nekenoko baba video na nyeti amepi na ofa ne komo
media ake nye step in ha wo no ne ba wo yin do wa ne abanu ye ni abri pa ake Ngleshie oblaye ko blaye ka o ma mi de teli fogo yin egu different from boko wonye water shi yo wo ma alo wonye water shi Ngleshie ni moko ade ko ekuma chonshi ne ba wo senhe ake ba ne ba ye wo ni sanene na yin mi ne ameje wento ake wo president ni ji Akufo-Addo wo qualify e ba ne ke sanene mi eko agbene sane oji awo me ate dodua adome nibi aleheko ojogba lente me wo won time ake ni sanene ne ba ne omo ni won to gbe no leheko e won pafai no ba jiona ejakesi no ni mi anye ne kenye stand for peace ye manemi ye to to enjole ye manemi ne wo to enjole ni ne ta ye manemi no ni nye fe bia ne no nleti mamu fe miefun ni ka wo kwa na ye ke sane ke basa fe mo ke beleke ni bi baba ne wo appeal to the government wo appeal to the police ake won pafai prince eja Ngleshie eja ajumanku eja adanse won pafai won suona suela hiati ya wo manemi won suona suela hiati prince efe kusun salene ete kumase ete dodua na me manipulate ahu ni prince ke soldier foi menegbine e ka me ba se wo pa ni se won pafai abami awo ejeke oblahi ko blaye ni onu eji wo hie do papa ni keke etekiye no ni baba ye Ngleshie anya adumoshi.
Right, over the bed, okay video. Now, clearly you can tell ake ni hauma kojo camp. Monica Chombo ne wonyanyina clearly camp. But no nyake baba mi bona ake ba mi. Be ona ake ba mi. Eke abagbo moko, eke no ni ya no moko bagbo lelehu moko egbo. Because someone has an insatiable quest for power. An insatiable quest for power. Ye benefit ne ba cho ne taw ne ye manche e fe ne ye manche by force ni mambi eke bo wo wokobo bo watawo bo what select kobo because of someone's personal and selfish and I repeat again, selfish reason to become a king. Press conference, I believe this was after the regional House of Chiefs, a gazette. No, I mean, a regional House of Chiefs say, I'm a bang. You cannot just sit there. Ninya fair due diligence when it comes to some of these issues. You cannot just sit there. Ninya fair due diligence when it comes to some of these issues. Why? Now, Ngleshie, from what I understand there, Shienyo na awo mancheye. Ajumanku ka danse. No numamile kake eja ajumanku neja danse. Ni so se kome kanya ke leleng. Eja ajumanku neja danse. Akeje anumansa kwekuma chonshi. Jemeje neje. Kemi chelo do ba fa ne ken chelo do ba ka o kame section e. Eja anumansa kwekuma chonshi. Ni kwekuma chonshi biye ameye Ngleshie fe manche. Ngleshie fe manche ayu akaje ajumanku alo adanse. No wakaje oja adanse. Ni oje ajumanku no je kwekuma chonshi mini egbe oyo ni obaye Ngleshie fe manche. Obanyo ye kwekuma chonshi manche. Jemeje no je. Now from what I understand there, a couple of generations back, ni na Joe Mboko je either adanse alo ajumanku wakamoko ba you be back blam in fen achobo. So don't worry about that kind details. Inna moko ne be back blam in fen achobo. So bear with me. Sometime this week, more be back blam in fen achobo. But like I said, Keji Ogma grandmother ko. An old great grandmother ko Janekeshia name once again the people ni yo na kan shia me ni jana kan weku me they must nominate and select you ni avertible ni I approveable keji o jejeme na selectable ni nominatable ni avertible na approveable. You cannot force yourself as a king on the people. On you for a mancha by force. So granted, I call grandmother Jana can share me. Granted, I love grandfather Jana can share me. Many me yo, we come many jashia in your name here. I'm a care, I'm a select kubo. I'm a care, I'm a nominate kubo. I'm a care, I'm a walk bo. Akabo, oh Ngleshie fe mancha. So Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, many due diligence in your fair. Military due diligence. Because of Shikai War, one of the idiotic institutions in Ghana, the Ghana Police Service. Kayeshkana Boshika, no. I use to police na get tormenting me. Because Montane way mancha by force. Come on, another video from this woman.
You are no what we shikome. Ni energy sienyo ni wo mo ba yue awo wo hegbeye onye intimidate wo ya wo lente wo sia ni onye wo ba no ba fa wo ya wo lente wo sia wo fo ne da ni one way you are appeal to the government. I get government here ba me how one any peace awen she wanna can see like money this year no wo you on what can Prince Asanku Kwe eje wo shia yes eje shia enyo fe na wo manche eje me kwa can don't get there the thief cometh but to steal, to kill and to destroy. Listen, make our siami, dino ne eba never do, negbe, nefite, naka efe siami, and I can get Manchabi. eto mante bi eba to mante e wa esiale tele jamie aswele wa appeal to the government sikomete ko want regional minister sikomete ko want regional minister ni want chieftancy minister want police want qualify IGP ofane never send a name because what here a dog wallet. Nina now what here do. You mean to Momiako, you make Ngleshie man be a fight. If I find no coffee, she blow your name, go up Kumia Baku, she can't tar and Yaku. Go Hemo 3 how can two come together unless they agree? No one now fear come, you want to boy, need to learn never touch me, you was really. What can the local fable? Me and see people, they can't walk out and make a local fable. No one less man be, you have a fair wabba, no one fear come. To learn ebatano ni waswele ni wanka oji awawo ila ka jame ni nyeta ne ya jame ke hatu enjole sini aka suma ne dio sikase ne wafa ne Ngleshie onyo ka bajame Ngleshie no ni mesi ani ka kose neba tuwa na neba kosa na ka mesi ani ne kose neba eja ke presidency mene eja si wo aje gbo wa fe ya Ngleshie enye ta Ngleshie se no na agbene wa appeal to mafia monupa Ngleshie onupa mi qualify me how fair what I come funny to know neighbor what was swale yes cha no mani aba so bye Ngleshie ma so yeah Ngleshie ma so
Right, over the bed, Okwana can remove for near Bona. So once again, Obaboyaka and the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, near me Teno, near me Gazette, Dr. Bruce Kwe, and near me Fenuna Sanamefe. Due diligence, I'm a feko. Many documents are presented to him. Many evidence are presented to him. And I'm investigating the documents. And I'm a evidence. I'm authenticating logic. Then I'm a teno. Alona ke bahame ni amekwabia na amechake money changed hands because that is all they do over there. Okay, the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, they are responsible for every turmoil. No, na ya gandang bishiponjiano. They are responsible because aya no kwale ejeme kutumba ke amale no akachuo ni ejeme. They are a bunch of politicians. Na me klo majina chema atale amebu. I'm really pained. I'm really distraught to see a young man if even he was on the wrong side of the history or of the story but this guy was on the right side of the story. Every meaningful person in Kegbasande, this guy, he was on the right side of the issue. He was defending Konya Fair Nukwale. He's been killed. Agbele. Achaito to Egbo. Eshengakebi. Because people, Niwaweli Amaka Lume, come to the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs say, I'm a year Nukwale Ejeme. Nkasane, how many years? Ekan Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. How many years? I feel bonene kanjame. Na ya taemwe. Aje Nukwale. I will read an article established from the 1992 Constitution. Ono mamile yue, mamile ke eja danse, ni eja jumanku. Dr. Prince Bruce Kwe, eje kwekuma choshishin, anumansa kwekuma choshishin. Eja danse, ni eja jumanku, ni danse ka jumanku neke Shian enyone jeme ajo na wo Ngleshie mancheye. Now, in Kebake, in so say, come Kemiake, about Tracy, Kaya grandmother, Jew Noko, Kaja one of these houses. In so say, Baba never blame. But once again, if even that be the case, to Mobenin Sofoko call Sanyo me, ni weku enyone, at least, many man on share, unnominatable, avertible, now approvable. You cannot force yourself on the people, and the people clearly do not want you as their king. They do not want you. These people do not want you as their king by force. Or by force. Because of power. Because of shika. Enna wanyeme here come. Ni ame dwe wose. Bia na agbemoko nye fenye ben ame jojo efo abamonye. Abamomo nye fenye ba ya jail. Ekometo Dr. Prince jail e twatun. Jail e twatun. So kwamo bon ogbemo abamobo bo ba shiona ko bi no ba yanse won. Na ga wo chole nse won. Machine mi na ga wo chole o ba yanse won. Niko tajeme no boy yake. Mini ji no na. Nye mo blantai ni nye yo machine mi. Ke gandan be shikponji ano fe nye na yue moni nkanye yuo. Nye na yue moni nkanye yuo. Eja ajumanku. Eja adanse ni ke granted ake 2 generations before him. Ebanye trace a lineage to one of these houses. Ame fe jeleji money amewo. They don't want him. They force himself by force. In the regional house of chiefs, can you chew your nichu mojo ba nye ba na neke no kone? Look, basa femo ne yo wa manjia chema nibi efe regional house of chiefs. They are responsible because kake sanji ntegeme ame je no kwale. Sanji ba kashi yes ni nibi fe ba akpato ke nibi ekpato atan ka me ta no we ame ye no kwale. Bono ni makane mabo te no kwa ke kenka me ya no kwale alo ame fe no na me fi odugba nsa ne yemilo. Come on. Makane mabo. Come constitution there. Article 274 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. No you know ni makane mabo. No ni establish ame. Come on. Regional House of Chiefs. There shall be established in and for each region of Ghana a regional House of Chiefs. A regional House of Chiefs shall consist of such members as Parliament may, by law, determine. A regional House of Chiefs shall perform such functions as may be conferred upon it or by or under an act of Parliament. Advise any person or authority charged under this constitution or any other law with any responsibility for any matter relating to or affecting chieftaincy in the region. C. Hear and determine appeals from the traditional councils within the region in respect of the nomination, election, selection, installation, or deposition of a person as a chief. Have original jurisdiction in all matters relating to a paramount stool or skin, or the occupant of a paramount stool or skin, including a queen mother to a paramount stool or skin. Undertake a study and make such general recommendations as are appropriate for the resolution or expeditious disposition of chieftains. But for the resolution or expeditious. Can care back I'm a nuchu mojo by regional House of Chiefs. Sana I'm suspend the la traditional council. Regional House of Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. I'm just disband. No the constitution ke amefe. See can you undertake a study and make such general recommendations as are appropriate for the resolution or expeditious disposition of chieftancy disputes in the region. Expeditious disposition of chieftancy disputes in the region. 5, 10, 6 years. Aye. kama yenwe ame ye anokwale nka me twa me ntumo joba. They are responsible for every turmoil na yo gandan Ngleshie jam. The regional house of chiefs are not disband. I mean more they have the authority to suspend the traditional council. They have the authority to suspend the traditional council. Ni ame dey ncha me twa me ntumo joba. Undertake the compilation of the customary laws and lines of succession, both way applicable to each stool or skin in the region. I'm sorry. I'm a kind of any nyawa den chamabu not tree blow. Disqualification article 275 in Kandio. A person shall not be qualified as a chief if he has been convicted for high treason, high crime, or for an offense involving the security of the state, fraud, dishonesty, or moral turpitude. Regional House of Chiefs. Moni nye gazette le. Nyekwe. BNA nyekwe ojoba. Nyekwe moral turpitude. Nyekwe moral turpitude ojoba. Nyekwe geme. Nyekwe geme. Article 276. What forget it, Jimmy? Article 277. Chapter, bene define it. In this chapter, unless the context otherwise requires, chief means a person who hailing both way, regional house of chiefs, nye buatwe. Nye lawyer for ekpana yenyete. No de min kake nye ye anukwale. Kutumpo kabla. No nye kechuoni. Shikenye yu anukwale. Ni lele gandan be kanye chino. No ni yano e washikon no e yano. You lots over there are responsible for the turmoil on Gandangbe land. Nye, regional house of chiefs, you are responsible. What we call definition of chief in this chapter, unless the context otherwise requires, chief means a person who, hailing from the appropriate family and lineage, has been validly nominated, elected, or selected and installed. And in your cheki, aka danse, ka jumanku, ameneneye, Dr. Bruce Kwe, ewo momi. Aka family say nyone, ama me nominate le, ama me elect le, alo ama me select le. But we and installed and schemed or installed as a chief or queen mother in accordance with the relevant customary law and usage. And in your fair nakai. And in your fair nakai. And in your kwake the appropriate family and select le law. And in your fair nakai. And in your kwake. And in your kwake the appropriate family is select le law. Maybe Sunday. And in your kwake. Aka the appropriate family electile and in your kwe lo because kenye kwe efe miake kenye kwe no ni wayano obayano efe miake no ni yano Ngleshie ebayano because kenye kwe de banye ba na ke ajumanku ka danse fe ke ame woko le manche ajumanku Kadnan se fe ke ame woko le manche. Naka ame ke. Ame ke ame woko le manche. So te fiote ni yano ni gazeto. Te fiote ni yano ni gazeto. Ibi sani. Te fiote. Once again, in this chapter, unless the context otherwise requires, chief means a person who, hailing from the appropriate family and lineage, ajumanku kadanseke eje amewekueni, has been validly nominated and in the validation of the nomination a claim or elected or selected and installed and schemed or installed as a chief and in your and in your fair due diligence, Many documents I can here. Many videos I can show you. Many pictures in your. Did you go behind the videos? Did you go behind the pictures? Did you go behind the documents to make sure these are not fraudulent documents? Did you? You failed the necessary consultations. And in your faith. And in your faith. And in your quadronius and in your que. This is why your constitution of the Republic of Ghana ne established no ne you on it. No ne you on it. No ni you on it. Ni kebwake kemoko ni moral turpitude banye mole na kemo esa ni ponye gazette ole. Nkanye temi ojogba ni kwani bi ni surround all these issues ni bi ni surround enemy fe oba na ke dabi so nyedi enche is not disbanding the regional house of chiefs are not disband in get these people have the audacity to suspend the traditional council meanwhile amedi enche no ni ese na amefe Como video ni matwa mabwe. Oba na me Dr. Bruce Kweke we bi e na me dwa senchue amen dwa. Keji awobo rightfully. Ni we ku me enyo fe na wo mancheye ame wobo na ma me sumo obo e oba adwa senchia oba adwa senchu. Bibi sani. Oba adwa senchu. Ni senwulo mo ni ke obote e ba fe kusumi e habo. Ke lela ka wobue atwa e ichotu abokobo bodi encha owo e manche abokobo como video Right, over the bokwe. No, you honor the shameful act. I mean, break his sanctuary. Ni onu meni me yo je fembo. Hey July wa wakobo je mancha jibo otoye mancha by France onu e. Mancha na wole. Ni we ku me fe pene aka wole adwa sina na ba ya sanctuary. Adwa sina na ba ya sanctuary. Onu e. Amembla yes, July. I'm telling you, look, this alone disqualifies him. Come on, Gazette na hale. Ke regional house of chiefs. Amen junior jogba. Na amen na neke video e sani na Gazette amen fomi. Sani amen fomi. We get moral turpitude de ba mole. A person shall not be qualified as a chief if he has been convicted for high treason, high crime, or for an offense involving the security of the state, fraud, dishonesty, or moral turpitude. e gazette sana fomi sewulo mo ni ba fe kusumie ale kelele awole manche kelele le asane ye manche kelele mambie fe pena ke bo ye wono ake manche no kwa woni bi amie atwa ichotu so senchu emi na ya na mo ba fe kusumie ale moni ba fe kusumie ale atwa ichotu so no mo ba fe kusumie ale namo regional house of chiefs nyana namo ba fe kusumie ale senchu emi na bia a breaking you saw the video a breaking ni wulomo ni ba fe kusumie ale atwa eichotu egbo so no ba fe kusumie ale e kusumie che nye constitution Ghana constitution no na ewe nyenu no ni Ghana constitution ewe nyenu Ghana constitution no na ewe nyenu lo who is hailing from the appropriate family and lineage and has been validly nominated, elected, or selected and installed and schemed or installed as a chief in accordance with the relevant customary law and usage. Mimbi Sani. E break is sanctuary. Wula money ba fe kusumi ale atwa echotu egbo. Come shameful act ne. You see, deserving of a chief. You see, Adanse bi ka me nominate kubo. Ajuman ku bi ka me nominate kubo. Oje kwe kuma chonshi. Jamo oje. Kote generations back idienche. No trace or lineage kate jame. The people said they have not nominated, elected, or selected you to be their king. They have not. Jeno pewu we. Benyele yake shukwe sowani huwe afe elections ya Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Ayi jantame no wo eyi femu. Affidavit ne fita na ka injunction ye obana ni bi ni yomi. Je mi ntabia ni mi fo nupa ni. Mi imba mancha ye mujiko wo. Imba ni fitemu. Mba ni fitemu. Afomi. Bo affidavit etwe. Ni ken kebo aka me de nchesa na disband ame. Now, I'm not saying okay, no friend on your affidavit me correct ni. Only a court. Banye decide whether ni be in your affidavit me correct ni aloje correct ni. Me nyema decide. But look at the allegations ni your affidavit me. Come on. Na meji plaintiff say na me kesani ete court come on. Inke writ of Simon say someone say me writ of someone say gang me screen no ya bono kwe come on. Ni okpe the fifth legit jaseche of Ngleshie Alata traditional area Ngleshie Alata Palace Jamestown so keji jaseche follow jaseche dienche jaseche ni le wo manche eka regional house of chiefs asu ame biake taflache nuru ena wo le manche jaseche ni to manche asu regional house of chiefs aka me gazette le so ni biake me jaseche to le manche mo Nke regional house of chiefs as not disbanded. These guys have the authority, the audacity. Now me ba suspend la traditional council. Just say need to manche asu abe. Come on. Second plaintiff ni ama kojo kwafio ni ama kwafio ni jenyo. Acting president of the Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council and chief of Amaman. House number Ngleshie Amanfro Benyana. So nyewo manche ni jaseche ke acting president of the Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council. I'm a fair support team ni regional house of chiefs ete no ame gazette. Regional house of chiefs ame gazette. Come on. Name ame siwe. Odaifio welenchi the third, Nungwa Manche, Nungwa Palace, Accra. The Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Dodowa, Accra. The Electoral Commission, Accra. I mean, Jantame. Ni Ameka ya no na me fair election say. Because of neke Dr. Bruce, kwe ne way Manche by force. So Oja Seche ete asiu. Ngleshie Traditional Council acting president ni Ojeme because I bet Ngleshie Manche ete asiu. Regional House of Chiefs. Can you feel me bi ojogban? Ye ba na ke no nye fear. Esa inke they have blood on their hands. Gana me nye ekodan. Ja Seche ni to Manche. Eto go Manche. So na mo wole. Na mo fele Manche. An action having been commenced against you by the issue of this writ by the above named plaintiffs, Ni Okpe the fifth and Ni Ama Kwefio the second, you are hereby commanded that within 8 days after service of this writ on you, inclusive of the day of service, you do cause an appearance to be entered for you. Udafio Welenchi the third, the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, the Electoral Commission, and take notice that in default of use of your so doing, judgment may be given in your absence without further notice to you. Dated 28th day of September 2024. Onake assign yeme now. Come on. See you there, denche. Ni makandi affidavit no ona ojugba. In the Superior Court of Judicature, the High Court of Justice, Accra, AD 2023, suit number Bejemeshiona 925, I think 25, 2024, I don't know. No. But between one, Ni Okpe the fifth, Judge of Ngleshie Alata, traditional area, Ngleshie Alata Palace, Jamestown. Ni Ama Kwefio the second, acting president of the Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council and chief of Amaman. Versus Odafio Welenchi the second, Nungwa Manche, Nungwa Palace, Accra. The Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Dodowa, Accra. The Electoral Commission. This was an injunction. Ni ameka ya no na me fair elections because ye many me asua me susumomie when it comes to Ngleshie saneyeli abe yellow jogbang ni ameka ni bi ewo mi no obana am a statement of claim am a kind of statement of claim ma both way. Number one, the first plaintiff is the Judge of the Ngleshie Alata traditional area and a member of the Okpe family of Ajumanku. Once again, Nyebu Atwe Ajumanku, Doriampong ruling house. The second plaintiff is the chief of Amaman under the Jamestown Ngleshie Alata of Accra and the acting president and a member of the Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council. Plaintiffs averred that on the 10th day of September 2024, the first defendant, Niji Numo Odafio, anytime no banana I refer to as the first defendant, Ayweni Odafio Welenchi the third, Niji Nungwa Manche, the first defendant. Averred that on the 10th day of September 2024, the first defendant wrote a letter to the second plaintiff inviting him for a meeting at the Nungwa Traditional Council. So, but ni okpe niji jaseche Ngleshie Alata Traditional Council a letter from Nungwa Manche ake ekelabakpe on the 10th of September Nungwa Palace. Now, I'm a shame anymore. Number 4, come on, 4. The plaintiffs averred that on the 13th day of September 2024, the second plaintiff and two others, namely Ni Okujimang the fourth and Ni Ayi Okufuabuo the first, heeded the call of the first defendant and visited him in his palace. So, amete na manenale. Plaintiffs averred that at the palace, the first defendant attempted to bribe Jaminke. But way affidavit Okay, plaintiffs averred that at the palace, the first defendant attempted to bribe the second plaintiff to sign the chieftaincy declaration form of one Oblimpom Weche Kojo, so he becomes the paramount chief of Ngleshie Alata traditional area. When the first defendant knew the said Oblimpom Weche Kojo was not the rightful person. So ni amete neke meeting ni nungwa manche once again je min kan no ni your affidavit me no min kan yan boe ni amete neke meeting ni nungwa manche numo odaifo welechi ni jete invite me aka me ba na metashie plaintiff ke akeshi numo odaifo welechi try yake e ba bribe ya me koni ame sign ame ka me ni awo shishi boni ofe ni numo wache kojo niji Obrimpon wache kojo niji enyo nile eye Ngleshie manche. Even though amele akeje leji moni asane eye Ngleshie manche. So ni odaifo welechi ni jete try ake eba bribe Ngleshie ja seche ke the acting president of the Ngleshie paramount stool try ake ba bribe ya me kona me ka me ni awo shishi koni ne ke Dr. Bruce ko ne ni mo fe mo ke jele asane ye ja seche le eba ne ba ye ja seche no ken kebu ake the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs is a bunch of mobsters, a bunch of gangsters, a bunch of ame seta me tumo kaba na me hani twenjole abagandang be shikonji ano animi mali. Now, I'm not saying that these are allegations. These are allegations. Only a court of competent jurisdiction but prove the truthfulness or the otherwise of the allegations. Me, improve. These are allegations. Come on. Plaintiff averred that the first defendant, once again, the first defendant, ni Odaifio Wilinchile Sonyayo, who is the chairman of the research committee of the second defendant institution, the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, has been using his position to gazette the wrongful persons as chiefs and creating mayhem in some of the various traditional councils within Accra. Can Kebuaka Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, the turmoil in New York and they are responsible for it. Imali. Once again, these are allegations. Only a court of competent jurisdiction but prove the truthfulness or the otherwise of these allegations. Me, inye makande, shimi kaneno New York affidavit tell me na kete court yabo. Credit to Blema TV, nye wala don obanaga Blema TV. Ame ni ne ejeme, ama me provide neken documents name. Ama kane jeme ko ma abo no butwe. Eke plaintiff averts that the first defendant, ni Odaifio Wilinchile III, who is the chairman of the research committee of the second defendant institution, Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, has been using his position to gazette wrongful persons as chiefs and creating mayhem in some of the various traditional councils within Accra. Maba. Chatak Bacon here. Maba. But the first defendant, who has a shrewd skill without the chieftaincy declaration forms are facilitated and transmitted maliciously, together with two others, endorsed and transmitted purported chieftaincy declaration form of one Oblimpom Weche Kojo to the National House of Chiefs. So American maliciously, he used the shrewd means they can transmit form to the National House of Chiefs. Now I recognize Gazette of Numo Oblimpom Weche Kojo niji Dr. Bruce Kwe. Plaintiffs averred that the first defendant has formed a cartel. Once again, Benyena. Before neke lawsuit last week ni fair, he used the same word. Accra Regional House of Chiefs said it's become a cartel. Plaintiff avers that the first defendant has formed a cartel in the second defendant institution, and they are using their malicious actions to foment problems within the various traditional councils in the Greater Accra region. Plaintiffs avert that the defendants are organizing elections to elect various officers into various positions in the second defendant institution. Plaintiffs avert that the third defendant as an institution mandated to conduct public elections in Ghana will be at the house to supervise the said elections. Plaintiffs avert that the first defendant has demonstrated traits which do not make him someone who has a proven character to hold the high position of the president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Plaintiffs avert that even in the absence of elections, the first defendant is not fit to hold such an office, since his traits will lead the region into more chieftaincy conflicts. Plaintiffs avert that the actions of the defendants, if allowed, will plunge the whole Greater Accra region into serious chieftancy disputes and confusion. 14. Wherefore, plaintiffs bring this action seeking against the defendants the following reliefs: an order disqualifying the first defendant from participating in the forthcoming elections to be held by the second defendant. B. An order restraining the defendants from making any acclamation declaring the first defendant as the president of the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Cost, including legal fees, dated at Accra, the 20th day of September 2024. Ken Kebuake, the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, are responsible for the turmoil New York and Ngleshie. Inke last week en fe show ne omo e dan in the ka affidavit ne jepo. Ni bi ni we mi fe no na. Ko kweko ni oliake mi malie. No oliake based on this affidavit ne won you yan last week show sami obana no ni fe ni ame suspend la traditional councillor. Ni bi ni we mi fe ya affidavit ne mi. In fe na can show then in the car David Nejipo. Sana disbanded. The Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Sana suspend the army. And they have the audacity to suspend the traditional council. None of me fear Germany. Corruption. The whole organization is corrupt. Blame the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs. Blame them. I'm here no quali. Ameje anukwale amale ke kutumpa ko jotwa ke politics no amechu ejeme amale ke kutumpa ko jotwa ke politics no amechu ejeme abagbe mokobi Ghana Police Service, another useless institution in your Ghana, overly corrupt institution, the most corrupt institution in Ghana Police Service. Oblanu ne na twa echotu ne ete ya report we ete ya report sane ye court ete ya report agbele ete ya report sane ete ya report ye court amegbele actually tu nika police Ghana Police Service amenchu ameni ojogba ni amenfeno ni asana afe ni amefeno na sana fe no ni wanang menene wanang amefeno na sana fe no ni wanang menene wanang maba ama kan report na efe mabo makale mabo mimba ami 1 second kan report na efe mabo comment ene biamini apply for extract ake police for hale report ten ba fe come on Greater Accra Regional headquarters Accra Police Service. Dear sir, madam, application for a police report. I ni Aite Konko, stool priest of the Ngleshie Alata Paramountcy, Jamestown, Accra, wishes to apply for a police report on an assault and I don't know if this is threatening or treating against me by Ayi, Santrophy, Niamazongo, Shadow, and Bobo, that I personally reported a case at the regional police station Accra, 21st August 2024, counting on your cooperation. Yours faithfully, Ni Ayite Konko, aka Benjamin Ayite. Now, Amabo another report and affair come a petition no ona ojugban. I can if we have an institution near me chuni ojugba ni they are not corrupt near me shika te fio ten I mean you neke manchane se kasoja foi na ya fio ni binesa. Another useless institution. Another useless institution. Another useless institution. Another useless institution. I'm a kind of petition there, Mabu. Koni magmoi. Mene hold the boyche. Come a petition there, naked. Petition there, 19th September 2024. The police commander, Ghana Police Service, Accra. They say, come on. Petition. Again, that I, Numo Aite Konko, still priest of Ngleshie Alata, right to petition the police commander of the Ghana Police Service that on the 19th November 2021, some members of the Ngleshie Alata traditional area petitioned the IGP of the Ghana Police Service against one CID Dompre, then stationed at the Jamestown District Police Station, who had refused to invite one Dr. Prince Ashaku Buskwe and Ni Apia. Benyana, so 2021. That the petitioners were invited by one Sergeant Latif, a contact number agent, to meet CID Dompre at the police headquarters and or to investigate the matter. That after the investigation, the police noticed that the case was reported at the Jamestown Police Station. However, no action has been taken to date. That the said Sergeant Latif requested from the petitioners to bring along any evidence to support the case. That the petitioners led by Numo Ayite Konko again met Sergeant Latif with a petition with a pen drive video of the crime scene and took his statement. That the said Dr. Prince Ashaku Buskwe and Ni appear on several occasions publicly said that no police can arrest him. That the case reported to the Jamestown Police Station was that Dr. Prince Ashaku Buskwe and Ni appear with thugs of land guards broke into the sacristy room of the Ngleshie Alata Palace on 15 February 2018. Attached is a copy of the video in a pen drive. That I knew Ghana police plays a vital role in maintaining law and order, ensuring public safety and protecting communities. However, I wonder why the police are doing this against me. That recently I was attacked again by Dr. Prince Ashaku Buskwe and Ni appear with his tags of land guards with guns threatening to kill me anytime. That my life has been in danger with a lot of threatening from these thugs, and I want to believe that if in case I lose my life, correct me, I lose my life today, then I have no one to blame but the Ghana police. That I do hereby again petition the Ghana Police Commander of PIPS to investigate why Dr. Prince Ashaku Buskwe and Ni Apia had not been invited to date. That after the content had been read to me and explained in the Ga language by Ni Ofolitete and seems to understand before pending my signature. Thank you. Some of the grammar here is not all that correct, but I hope you understand the gist of the matter. So another useless institution, the Ghana Police Service. These thugs, sponsored by Dr. Buskwe, would not have murdered this man. And the Greater Accra Regional House of Chiefs, Ganangbe, ni tete TV, imba ni fitemo imba ni fitemo ne keni bi ni sumo ni e ba ya no na ba gbegbe me na ba boy ma aklante na ba fite me me won fi oni fe mo ne me won fi oni fe mo ne oyi wala don aka na bi ni wo gbasan ni mene twa ni o manye jino afi wo fe wo no bye bye.
Yeah, Baba. Yeah, Baba. It's neat. Them say you want to chop my